And welcome back to Lord Fenton Gaming Plays Ultima Worlds of Adventure 2 Martian Dreams. I'm your host, Lord Fenton. In part 13, oh yeah, we made that far. We're going into Elysium part 1. As always, everyone like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more classic modern games like this. Do not forget to hit the notification bell so be updated much more. In the last video, after I shown what I did off screen to farm some Oxum, we turn back the power on Mars, then we arrive here. Now this time we're going to Elysium to see how crazy the people are. You know what? Let's not waste any more time and get into this city, or say settlement. I'm going to go ahead and open the gates, and I'm going to go ahead and officially say, welcome to Elysium. Now as always, I think it's a great idea to, once everybody gets in, to lock things up. Treat this exactly like the outpost, because I heard is if a certain important NPCs dies, you cannot finish the game. Yeah, that's how the game rolls. So you will have to be careful. This is exactly, if I remember correctly, like Ultima 6. And if you decide to go homicidal on the named gargoyles, or name NPCs in fact in the game, yeah, bad idea. Really bad. I think there's one that's optional. You could go ahead and maim and destroy because he attacks you. But I would advise against that. Yeah, play it cool. In fact, I say most of the Ultima games, you play it cool. Seriously, you do, because if you kill an important NPC, you could block your progress in beating the game. Oh, well, that's some weird objects. Now, Seagull, the guy that I don't trust, who's leading Olympus, says the people here are crazy. Well, I'm going to go ahead and keep an open mind, because they might not be crazy or something like that. Okay, there's a bag. I think I need one because I'm going to start stocking some Oxum stuff into it. You're saying, why is that? Well, I want to just make some room for my inventory. Yeah, I got so much oxygen rocks, though. It's crazy, but it's a good way, though, because this way my stats don't get down, number one, and number two, I'll be able to survive Mars much better. And besides, I have so much ammunition. I will have to get rid of the pliers, though. I don't think they're useful no more, but we'll see. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and talk to this guy. We just treasure hunted his house. So let's see who he is after I check this out, of course. Now just hit the T key and we'll be on our way. You see a man with a full mustache and a glorious mane of white hair. The dude looks crazy. I guess Eagle was somewhat telling the truth. Welcome, Worm. What do you need from us? Okay, he talks crazy too. Let's talk about your name. I bear the designation of Sisik. Your worms call me Clemens or Twain. Mark Twain? Whoa! They seem to be confused about that. Alright, okay, we're gonna humor you, body snatcher. Job, I help Fazek. Let's talk about that friend of yours. Fazek is my supervisor. I am the assistant gatherer. He does most of the actual collecting, though. So you're just making sure everything's all right and got the correct stuff. Okay, let's talk about your assistant. I take the gathered materials and follow instructions to create the proper soil environment for each individual seedlings. Okay, you take care of plants here. That's cool. Yeah, you know, there's some odd plants here. Some are like alive, not in a good way. Let's talk about that soil. The soil contained the accumulated knowledge of the individuals which were preserved in that particular batch of compost. Okay, you're talking about something I don't know. Now, of course, all of the plants, the planet's soil is barren. Interesting. Let's talk about knowledge. Knowledge is power. Everything has a plant. Plant has a learn, and all of its memories are stored in the compost to pass on to its descendants. All right, let's talk about that. We use both the dropped leaves and remains, or remnants, and bodies of our mates who are deceased. So I guess you're recycling a race. That's interesting. The new seedlings are grown in the compost and learn from it. When a Martian is released from its pod, it is already what you worms would call a young adult. Okay, that's how Martians are made, so they're basically planet. Interesting. Worms, that you see is the tragedy of your race. You cannot pass on knowledge after your death. Dude, you're really insulting us. That's not cool. That is why we do not wish to retain your bodies permanently. I knew it. You're snatching bodies from humans. That and the fact that it would be wrong of us to leave your grove mates locked in the dream world. Okay, so you're just temporarily borrowing the bodies until we do what you ask. Okay, that's interesting. I'm just going to go down the list real quick, make sure we did it. So I think it's Gatherer we need to talk. He collects soil with the leaves and okay, yeah, that's the same thing as before, so we'll speed through that. So basically, it sounds like they need new bodies. They're just borrowing the human bodies for now. I don't think that's crazy. I think that's just a temporary solution. Oh, well. Anyways, let's see here. Okay, let's talk about that again. I spelled the wrong name. And I think I was supposed to type something else, assistant. And it was another one I didn't do. Soil and knowledge. Okay, compost. I think it's knowledge. And I thought that was, yeah, compost descendants. We did that. Make sure you check everything over. And that's about it. Goodbye then. May the sands be still. May the sun be bright. And may your leaves always be green. He smiles gently, or something like that, eh? Alright, that's interesting. Alright, so what we got out of this is Martians are plants. They come from pods once they're planted in the ground. Don't know how the process is exactly. Also, they're borrowing the human bodies while the human counterpart, their minds, something like that, are stuck in the dream world. So it looked like we got a quest. Actually, two of them. A, get Martian new bodies, and B, get the humans who are stuck in the dream world back into their original bodies. Here's the deal. Do not, I repeat, do not attack any Martians who are using the humans. Otherwise, you'll break the game. Bad idea. There's another one we're going to talk to after we do some treasure hunting. Now, let's talk to this person who looks very dressed like a, well, okay, he's not dressed nicely. You see a dark-bearded man, very unkempt. All right. You are not of my grove. What is your business in this place? All right. Interesting thing to talk about grove. What's your name? I am Tekapesh, though your species believe I am called Lowell. Or Lowell. Oh, okay, what's your job? I have the honor of being the Argonian of the Grove of Elysium. So instead of that A word, we'll call it mayor. So you're basically the mayor. Gotcha. We'll type that word in. We'll say mayor. As a mayor, such as myself, is the guiding force of a grove. All right, I guess grove means town, settlement, outpost, whatever you want to call it. My grove includes my kinsmen and the soil in which we sink our roots. We are the last hope of the Martian race. I'm helping you out. Screw it. Pasash, the assistant ambassador, knows more about each individual in the grove than I do. You should speak to him about any specific plantels. All right, thank you for that tip. So let's see. Job and grove. Okay, well, let's talk about hope. We are dedicated to the resurrection of the true Martian form. We must cast off these fleshy, disgusting shells and live as civilized plants once more. All right, that's good. Well, we'll have to figure out without killing the human counterpart, of course. We still have hope that we will be able to grow new plantel bodies from our consciousness. All right. We believe in action. Those fools in Helios are content to wait forever for a miracle. They do not understand our methods. All right. I guess there's a conflict between your people. We have broken official communications with Helios for the time being. All right. Just like they did with Elysium and Olympus. Let's talk about hope, because there's a lot more. I think it was resurrection. I might type this wrong, so please stick with me. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Or I can just type part of the word. So, okay, yeah. I think I'm going to just, there you go. You have difficult, okay, there you go. Resurrection. Yeah, you got to be really on the money in this game to type words. Sometimes you can type parts of the words and get away with it. All right, let's type that. Centuries ago, a dreaded plague covered the surface of Mars, contaminating our environment. Oh, this is not good at all. This is not real good. Several of my race fled into the dream world, broken at the prospect of leaving behind our elegant plantel forms. Now that the plague has dispersed with the passage of time, we have emerged from that stasis to rebuild our race. Interesting. Let's talk about, oh, not plague, but plague. It was released as a weapon of war by Raxakish, the warlord Argonian of Argyle, so he's a warlord mayor, in his zeal to rule the planet. Oh boy, this is not good. Because of his greed and lust for power, our race was totally destroyed physically. Only our intellect remains. Oh man, this dude's a dick. We're gonna type the dick's name. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead. I'll probably type the word plague again. Let's do that, or at least let's try that resurrection, or yeah, let's try that. And I'm gonna try to say, let's type Elysium. Screw it. Elysium is the first city of Mars which surrounds you. Okay, this is your city, aka Grove. And let's see here. Form. I doubt that one of your limited animal intelligence can even comprehend the glorious advancement of civilization as developed by our plateau race. Oh, I'm willing to learn. Heck, I learned how a gun was made in the last game. We are, of course, the most advanced form of intellect in the system. And by the way, the gun in the last game only works in that game, not in real life. Let's talk about the dickhead. If you wish to know more of the history, my bastard Blitzkrieg is better versed in it than I. You would do well to speak with him. Thank you for that. And I think it was Grove and Hope. And let's see here. I think it was forming plants I need and grow. We'll see that. Plants. Okay, he's insulting us again. That's the same thing. And it's been entertaining. I'm going to talk to him again. I'm going to talk about grow. The details of the growth process are under the control of my cultivator, Cheshef, who those of your species call Carver. All right, interesting to know about that. Thank you so much. We'll go ahead and see if we find any treasure in your house, though. Yeah, because we might need some. Oh, wow, that's Martian jewelry. That is really cool. That's a tambourine. Very, very musical race, too. That is nice. And a ritual pod knife. I'll have to remember that, though. But for now, we'll go ahead and do some more exploring in this place to get some more information about Martian lifestyle and how Martians are created and much, much more. There's another one in a house somewhere. Hopefully, this person's much more friendlier. Well, the last one was very friendly. You see an older man, dirty and disheveled. Oh, boy. It's another human. Ah, Worm, I have heard of you. What do you seek here? Good, you know my reputation. What's your name? Chaktsaf is how I am called by my plantels. Your reference to me as Tiffany. Alright, that's another famous person. What's your job? I am a borderist here in Elysium's Grove. Again, Grove equals city. A settlement, you name it. Let's talk about that topic. Yes, I tend to the health of the mature Martians in the colony. I am also responsible for contracting the gathering for a proper distribution of compost. Okay, you're a gardener or something like that. Cool. Always busy, always busy. I will also be assisting with the transference process to the new seedlings. Good to know about that as well, too. All right, let's talk about that. Okay, I think it's health. Most of us were fairly healthy before the plague. Most deaths were due to either old age or improper early growth patterns. Well, you got hit with the plague, dude. Yeah, that could happen to anyone. The plague was the invention of that demented plant, Ratchkish. It makes me ill to imagine what kind of a mind would conceive such purposeful destruction of their entire race. Oh, believe me, bad people will care about themselves first. Seriously. Let's talk about that dickhead. Sorry I'm calling him names, but what I'm hearing is not good. He is eventually a planecidal maniac. He is also so power hungry that he never really considered the consequences. Do you know that it destroyed all of our seedlings? All of them. Oh, that's not good. They were our only hope for survival of our race. He knew that their horrible deaths were horrible, and without them, our race is doomed. Oh, he says, screw this stuff. I'm going to destroy everything if you don't want to listen to me. Race. Yes, we may be the end of our race. You see, without new seedlings to survive us when we were composed, there is no passing on of knowledge of our race. Alright, we gotta help you. That knowledge has been grown into our descendants for hundreds, possibly thousands of years. Without seedlings, our physical and mental heritage are gone. Oh man, now I'm feeling bad for you. We are the last. I'm going to try to resolve that, I promise you. Let's type this in. And I think it's compost or a plague, yeah. We'll talk about this guy again to get more topics. Seedlings. I'm just checking. Horrible. And there you go. The newest ones were mutated, so twisted in their growth patterns that they were unable to survive. The older ones were poisoned. They withered. Oh boy, that is not good, yes, see. This guy has to pay for it. I have a feeling we're going to meet him again. Not a good way. Let's talk about compost. Compost refers to the materials we leave behind when we die. Oh, your body. Gotcha. It recycles with the ground. There are also minor contributions made when we drop a leaf, amputate a branch, or lose any part of our bodies as well as the whole. Alright. This is getting interesting. The gathering takes care... The gatherer takes care of the distribution of the compost for the growth of new seedlings. He's doing the dirty work. My sister Sisik might be able to give you further information concerning the process. We already spoke about that to him. So we have to just type this all again. And just check what else we have to do. Transference. Once Cheshef has raised a young Martian, we will be able to transfer the consciousness of one of my grove mates into it. Interesting. So we have to create a Martian. We'll probably help with that process, knowing how the Ultima games are. There must, of course, be a willing plant sitting in the dream machine in the dream world. Okay, when the machine is activated with a plant in that machine and a seedling in our machine here, the consciousness will be transferred. Interesting. That looks like it's a good process. There will be a known and a love hug of growth mate in the body of a plant once again. Interesting. So let's go ahead and talk about the young. Usually our seedlings are cultivated into the soil composted of our ancestor remains. This allows them to absorb the knowledge and memories of our grove as they mature. Passing on the knowledge. Gotcha. Knowledge is power. Let's see if anything else happens. Let's talk about mature. And let's type that in. When a seedling emerges from its pod, it is already an adult Martian fully capable of living self-sufficient. In this case, however, we will be raising the pods in barren soil. Alright, that's interesting to know about that. Barren, let's talk about that. Barren sterile soil will prevent a new consciousness from developing in the growing Martian, leaving it open to possession by one of our number residing in the dream world. That's interesting. So we gotta get the humans out and then to get the Martians out into a new body. So we gotta get everybody out of this dream world. Good to know about that. Of course, all of our soil is sterile right now. Let's talk about dream, of course. It should be possible to transfer a Martian from the dream world into a prepared body by placing the new body in the seat of a dream machine and using the machine so much to do always so busy. Yeah, you're working hard. Don't worry. We'll have to help you out on that. It should be my wish we should meet again. He bows slowly, formally. That's a very nice Martian. Let's see if there's any Martians borrowing human bodies we'll speak with, like this one. You see this evil black man. Oh man, this poor dude. You are a true worm. What do you want with me? Enough with the worm insults. You can say human or humie. I am a Cheshef to my plant tales, though your folks insist on calling me Carver. I think that's George Washington Carver. That's pretty cool. I am cultivator to Elysium. It is my grove responsibility to nurture the Martian pods. That will be our last chance of survival. Oh, good. You take care of that. You're the caretaker. Nice to know. So let's talk about, of course, cultivator. Let's type this in right. In truth, I am an assistant cultivator. I advanced myself after the death of the cultivator of Elysium, shortly before our flight to the dream world. Yeah, oh boy, that's not good. So you're just trying to learn from your, I should say, your previous boss. I am all that Elysium has at this time, though my qualifications are sadly lacking. Okay, let's talk about those qualifications. I know the basics of plant growth. One must have soil, water, and proper fertilizer. Oh, good. Thanks for the tip. So let's see here. I'm going to check it out. What else we need? I'm just waiting. Unfortunately, I know no more than that. It is a shame you worms have not proven intelligent enough to assist us with our problem. I'm here to help any way I can. He looks at you with contempt, yet you detect a glimmer of questioning hope. Oh, good. You know my reputation from the Savage Lands. You know what we did there. Okay, qualifications. I'm just looking to see if anything else is there. Okay, water, fertilizer. So water. Our scout Cheshef has been searching for water. You should ask him what he has found. Good to know. I think we have to go through that again. Cultivator, fertilizer. So we're going to look for the word fertilizer. So let's type qualifications in. And fertilizer. Okay, there you go. Let's talk about that. Fertilizer. Yeah, there you go. 3 ingredients are required. I do not know what they are. I wish there were some record of process, but my predecessor did not keep written records. Yeah, that's his fault. That is not on you. That is on him. Unfortunately, treatment with the wrong chemicals could harm a fragile seed. We must not take the chance. All right, let's see what else it has to say. And let's see here. Fazek used to trade for some of the chemicals from the Helios Grove. He might remember. All right, good to know about that. That's the next destination. Seed. To grow new pods, one would need healthy seeds. Alas, are contaminated from the plague. Oh boy, that's not good. All right, let's see what else he has to say. One would need to retrieve seeds from Helios or Argyle to grow pods here, and they have secured their seeds well. Look like Argyle's out, but Helios is in, so that's probably our next destination. And let's see here. Nurture. Let's type that in. To raise a young pod, one must dig a hole to bury the seed, add the appropriate chemicals for fertilizer, pour water over the seedling, and wait a few days. All right. He's telling us the process. Thank you so much, George Washington Carver. That's being your body's being hijacked by a Martian. The seedling must be ritually attended by the plant who does the actual placing of the seed in the soil. Looks like you guys ain't doing it. Looks like I'm doing it. I got volunteered. I'm raising my hand already ahead of time. The seedlings must be visited 3 times during the 9-day growth cycle or growth will be arrested. Interesting to know about that. So let's see what else we're hear and say. What's your job? Let's talk about nurture because I think there's something else we miss. Wait. In about 9 days, a mature Martian has developed in the pod of the plant and can be released by using a knife to cut open the pod. Interesting. So let's see what else we have to do. Survival. We are hoping to perpetuate our race by transferring our consciousness into prepared bodies. Okay, we gotta do a lot of work. That means our arborist Chaktsaf can explain the transference. You must speak with him if you wish more information. We still hope to be able to attempt to transfer to our own beautiful green bodies. Oh yeah, Martians are green. We get it now. It's not like Marvin. He's a much more darker color, but he wears a cool outfit. Certainly, Worm. We must speak again later. Thank you for the process. Looks like we have to do it ourselves. So let's do some treasure hunting in George Washington Carver's house. Okay, that is some interesting stuff there. So let's ignore that. If we need anything, we'll go back to his house, of course. Let's use the bag. Nope, nothing there. That's all right. So we'll go ahead and look for, I believe I have time for one more person after we do treasure hunting in this house. Martian ritual pod knife, an ejector, and strange saw. That's all right. Like I said, we're going to talk to one more person, then we'll end the video. So Elysium's going to be a 2-parter, but we're going to be learning a lot of information from it. I'm trying to see what else I could grab or just look for in the near future. So the next house we will find, we'll speak with someone, and after that, we'll do a little searching before we end the episode. Hey, look, we found someone sitting in the house just chilling. Let's go ahead and speak with this person. You see a dark, scruffy-looking man with a long, uncombed hair. Yeah, you Martians ain't taking care of these human bodies. Another intelligent worm. Will wonders never cease? What's your name? I am known to my plantails as Fazek, though worms call me Mels. I might have mispronounced that name. What's your job? I am the gatherer for the Grove of Elysium. Okay, you're gathering all the stuff. Interesting. Gatherer. I am responsible for gathering the materials to prepare the soil for raising the Grove seedlings. The education of our youth is an important responsibility. Alright, interesting. Knowledge is power once again. So let's see what else he has to say. I am also traded soil and chemicals with other groves, most notably Helios, to ensure the highest quality mixture. Water, of course, was plentiful in the past. Now you might have to go break a chunk from the ice caps as we did during the worst droughts. Interesting to know about that. Thank you so much. So what's your, let's see here, gatherer. Alright, let's go ahead and I think it's materials. The organic products of the grove, including cast-off leaves, dead grove members, etc., are composted to enrich sterile soil. Alright, interesting. You're giving us the process. This is the way we pass on information to future generations through our soil and by trading with the other groves for a more healthy mixture. Oh, I think I did that before. And let's see here if I did. I'm just waiting. Okay, I understand that worm young are born with no knowledge. I know it must be trained. Later, how inefficient. Okay, so he's making fun of our people, how they're born. Well, they learn through trial and error. Let's talk about compost. If you want to learn more about the composting process, Sisik is the plantel you should speak to. We already did. Seriously, let's see here. Materials, trading. In the past, our chemicals came mostly from a grove to the south of us, Helios. Their gatherer, Chaktsaf, and I did the actual trading. Alright. You must know what we need to do. Their cultivator, Cheshef, had quite an impressive chemical laboratory. He also was in charge of their seeds. Oh, thank you for that. So Helios sounds important. Laboratory. Yes, if you have a sun angle device, you can find it at coordinates 25S and 75E. Sextant. We have one already. In fact, we start out with that in the game. Let's go ahead. I think, let's see here. Seedlings. Those are the responsibility of the cultivator Cheshef. She will tell you more about them if she wishes to. Alright, interesting. Let's go ahead and get more of the topic. And I think it's one more. Chemicals. Okay, yeah, this is the same thing as before. He trades from a guy from Helios. Certainly, perhaps we will speak again. Thank you for that information. Now, I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit more exploring of Elysium, and then I'll end it there. So, we basically learn about Martians, how they are born, how their knowledge and such get passed on. And looks like we have to not only get the humans out of the dream world, we have to get the Martians out of the dream world into their bodies. I should say new bodies, more like it. So I'm going to go ahead and take all these chemicals because they might be useful. So the good doctor's going to go ahead and be our chemist, since he's the smartest one in the group. Well, Dr. Rafkref from the last game was the smartest one, but he stayed behind the savage world. Yeah, the Valley of Edon, unfortunately. So we got the substitute, which is good enough, though. And we still have the best journalists out there, better than Jimmy, Nelly. And then we got the other two who kicks butt, especially Sherman. I think about it now. I should have got pistols and gave him 2 of those. Yeah, I'm sure Richard Garriott will love that. His character's dueling pistols and just going crazy on the enemies. Oh wait, that might be a bad idea. Or yeah, I don't know. But I gave him a rifle though. Yeah, he packs more punch. Okay, that's someone there. We're gonna go ahead and look at him. We didn't talk to him, but we will talk to him next time. So I'm gonna get to a nice spot. Once I do, I'll definitely recap the video, and here's a recap. So we arrive in Elysium, we start talking to the people there. Unfortunately, Martians took the human bodies while the humans' subconsciousness are stuck in the dream world. So we have two folds to do, or two, I say, quests. Is one, get Martians new bodies, so this way they transfer their consciousness from the human bodies to those Martian bodies. And around another time, we have to get the human from the dream world back to their own bodies. We learn a lot about Martian lifestyle, growth, and more. In next Ultima Worlds of Adventure 2 Martian Dreams video, we're about to finish exploring Elysium. This is it for Ultima Worlds of Adventure 2 Martian Dreams Part 13 Elysium Part 1 video. This is Lord Fenton signing off. Thanks for watching and have a great day or night. Do please stay safe. Please subscribe to my channel for more classic and modern games just like this. If you like what you see, then pick my suggestion on the upper left hand corner or YouTube suggestion on the bottom left hand corner. I'm going to go ahead and finish up robbing the healer's hut, then the village.